putting too much into it. Yeah. Let's get this fire started. Sports became a passion. Convo bring it to life, highlighting all the action. Opinions could explode like a chemical reaction. If we started from the bottom, now rise up the newest caption. Man, it's known that every team and every person got an emphasis. But this that similarity that smokes all of our differences. Statements can get real, better back it up with evidence. Prove it for the record, watch this hour of deliverance. Haters outside the lines, but we do it quite frankly. Cause I'm around the horn, so just part the interruption. Cause the hatred they be spreading is an unwanted production.
I'm your host, Andre the Torch Robinson. We're about to have a whole lot of fun. Bills Mafia, I need you to stand up for this one. Like and share the show, all right? Don't be afraid to like and share the show. We got great topics for you today. This joint is going to be off the chain. I'm just telling you right now. So be prepared, get ready to rock and roll with me. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody who supports Rise Up Family. With that being said, I want to thank everybody who prayed for somebody, because last night, obviously in the 716 right here, where we're from, it was quite interesting and quite crazy. All right. We dealt with some interesting issues. So I want everybody again to have fun this morning. All right. Like and share the show. I will start off by saying this in a nutshell. I'm going to, in just a moment, I promise you, I'm going to share it right to that group. Bill, thank you, by the way, Bills Mafia, for supporting, by the way, Bills Mafia International and all the Bills Mafia groups. I want to thank y'all for doing that. I got a great show for us coming right up. All right. So, with that being said, I have a FireStarter to get into early. All right. Got a FireStarter to get into early. I want y'all to pay attention to this right here, because this just popped up last night. And the call line is open as well. All right. So 716-243-5669. All right, is the call line number. But I want to start off today's show with a bang. All right. So get ready, because you about to get a nice bang for your buck. All right. Yeah. So last night, this came right at my doorstep. And I'm going to read this to you real quick. All right. This is strictly from fan side right here. You see it. It says the Bills have a shot at getting Prescott if the Cowboys believe in Josh Allen. The team could toss in Allen along with some draft picks. The Cowboys would have a young starting quarterback that can move forward with a cap-friendly budget. With future picks, they could get additional assets. While Allen is lured to be the future in Buffalo, a chance to get Prescott would be a significant upgrade. The Bills could land a certain future quarterback while giving up a young, anemic signal caller. Wow. Interesting enough, I need to know, is this a attraction or a distraction? All right, put it in the comment section. Is this attraction or distraction, folks? There's been no reports. I have not heard this at all. This is the first time I'm hearing it, y'all. But you see it, and I'm reading it right to you. From fans' side. Is this an attraction or distraction? You can call me 716-243-5669. I'm one who believes Josh Allen will definitely pick it up this season. I'm one to believe he will pick it up, and he will pick it up in abundance. I mean, when you got Cole Beasley, you got smoke. Who want to smoke, John Brown? You got Stephon gonna be digging in the secondaries behind Stephon Diggs. I mean, you got Dawson Knox, who probably will pick it up this year even more than he did last year. You got a running game in Devin Singletary, and I think Zach Moss might be really, really good. I am under the notion that Josh Allen will be very successful this season. Very, very successful. And again, you guys can call me at 716-243-5669. Put it in the comment section right now. Do you believe that this is a distraction or an attraction? All right. And for those who's just joining in, I will read this one more time. All right. Just so everybody heard it. All right. I'm reading this one more time. This just came to my doorstep, and I read it, and I'm like, huh? But yeah. So the Bills have a shot at getting Prescott. If the Cowboys believe in Josh Allen, the team could toss in Allen along with some draft picks. The Cowboys will have a young starting quarterback they can move forward with on a cap-friendly budget. With future picks, they could get additional assets. While Allen is lured to be the future in Buffalo, a chance to get Prescott would be a significant upgrade. The Bills could land a certain franchise quarterback while giving up a young, enigmatic signal caller. Wow. Yeah. Again, attraction, distraction. This is a major look moment, folks. So obviously I gotta, get y'all warmed up and woke up. I don't know if I want to say this is an attraction. I mean, it sounds interesting. To say the least, it sounds interesting, but I think Josh Allen is yeah. Ron Enoch said, watch him out, bro. TZKZ said, Bills have no chance. Diggs makes the difference in the great draft the Bills had. Allen is our quarterback, said Alexandra. Yeah, a lot of money. A lot of money would have to be tossed. I don't think Buffalo's willing to toss that amount of money anyway to Dak Prescott. And on top of that, I don't think Sean McDermott wants that headache either, to be honest with you. As much as Dak Prescott has performed the last couple of years, I mean, Offensive Rookie of the Year, then he went to the playoffs, then he almost threw 5,000 yards, even though they didn't go to the playoffs. Yeah, this is a no for me. This is a definite no for me. I'm sorry. Like and share the show, though. Call me, 716-243-5669. If you believe this is an attraction or distraction, you can call me, all right? We're going to get to the next topic, obviously, because this one, this is a fire starter. I wanted to get the fire starter, wake y'all up a little bit this morning. It's quite interesting, nevertheless, all right? So, with that being said, let's get to the next topic, all right? Next topic at hand. Dial it up. Should the Buffalo Bills extend Dion Dawkins' contract after this season, folks? Put it in the comment section. Should the Buffalo Bills extend Dion Dawkins' contract? Obviously, Dion Dawkins has become the cornerstone of the Buffalo Bills, obviously, with a couple of other players. Trey White is one of them. Obviously, I still think this underrated guy on the Bills team, who was the quarterback of the secondary, is a cornerstone as well. Micah Hyde. Yeah. The Bills got some organizational moves to make. And by the way, today is going to be based on the subject of organizational moves. Okay? Organizational moves. So I want you to put yourselves in a GM mind state. All right? So, should the Bills extend Dion Dawkins after this season? Yes or no? First of all, I got a couple questions I would ask. Is Dion Dawkins a top 10 left tackle? Is he a top 10 offensive tackle in the league? There's some people that would say no. Is he better? So let me give you some premise. Is he better than Jason Peters, Jack Coughlin? Is he better than Dewan Brown from the Seahawks? Is he better than Isaiah Wynn? Is he better than Brian Balaga? Um, yeah. Is he better than Andrew Whitworth? Is he better than Jake Matthews? Is he better than Trent Brown? I'm just naming some out there. Orlando Brown Jr. Is he better than La'Leek Collins from Dallas? Just a thought. Also, another thing. How much is Dion Dawkins going to be asking for? Is another thing we need to be paying attention to. How much is Dion Dawkins going to ask? Because I'm going to tell you right now. Let me give you some contracts that I've seen lately. All right. Donovan Smith from Tampa Bay got 3 years, $41 million. Jake Matthews got 5 years, $72 million. That's around a $14.5 million clip. Taylor Dewan got 5 years, $80 million. That's about around $16 million. $16 million. How much is Dion Dawkins worth? You guys can put it in the comment section. How much do you think Dion Dawkins is worth? Let me bring up another interesting point. The 2021 NFL draft is loaded with offensive linemen. And I mean loaded. Okay. Currently, when I look at the Bills depth chart, which I have here, Dion Dawkins has a couple players underneath him or behind him in the depth chart. One is Ty Nishiki, obviously. All right. One of them is Ty Nishiki. Right. He's got an 80 overall. Like, there's folks out here, PFF and others, that give him an 80 rating out of 100. So Dion Dawkins has Ty Nishiki, Ryan Bates, and Trey Adams at the left guard position behind him. Right? Do you guys think that the Buffalo Bills could save money, honestly, save money and get one in the draft in 2021? I mean, I'm hearing there's like 15 offensive linemen that could go within the first, second round. Like, there's a plethora. And if I need to, I'll pull it up for you. Alexandra said, if he proves himself, yes. If not, then no. TC Casey said he will get paid elsewhere. Bills develop well. I'm going to like that comment. As much as I like all of them, I'm going to like that one. That is very interesting. Ron Enoch said he is a Bills system guy. Offer him 3 years, $30 million with incentives. Okay, Ron. All right. That's you sounding like a GM now. All right. Remember that you still got to pay Trey White. You still got to pay Matt Milano and others. And by the way, I mentioned during the last show, I said they paid Robin and didn't pay Batman. They paid Jordan Poyer almost $10 million, right? 2 years, 19.5, right? So you still probably got to pay Micah Hyde coming up. I know Micah Hyde, even though he's quiet and he's cool, he's humble. I've met the guy, interviewed him. I know in the back of his mind, he's saying, how is Robin getting paid more than Batman? Exactly. Figure that out. All right. I honestly think that Dion Dawkins is a system guy. I believe that he's good. He's only given up 13 and a half sacks in 3 years. Right? And I think he's only got 6 or 7 penalties on him. So that's probably 20 negative plays in like 3 years, man. It's not too bad for a left tackle. Not too bad, right? I think Buffalo has this stigmatism of sometimes getting rid of players that they probably should have kept. I think Dion Dawkins is probably one you need to keep the snowman. Keep him, pay him, pay the snowman. I'm gonna tell you to pay him because I think we made a mistake years prior when we got rid of Jason Peters. I thought that was a mistake, organizational wise. Jason Peters is a phenomenal offensive tackle. Robert, what's up? Shout out to you. By the way, like and share the show. I'm trying my best to do it, to get it to everybody. I promise you I am while I'm talking. But nevertheless, I want to thank everybody who's here right now at 8 o'clock in the morning who probably haven't even brushed their teeth yet or had their morning coffee, and you're here with me. So thank you. I appreciate that greatly. Trust and believe me, I do. All right. Let's get to the next topic. Next topic is, will the Bills pick up Tremaine Edmunds' fifth-year option? This is a simple one. This is easy to me. Like, this ain't even a question to me. So, but I wanted to ask you guys, do you think they should pick up Tremaine Edmunds' fifth-year option? Well, here's his numbers right here. I made sure I pulled them up for you guys so you can see it. I'm going to tell you what number stands out to me. What numbers stand out to me the most? It is the right side that stands out to me the most. Right here. Right in this area. Combined tackles, solo tackles, assists, TFLs, quarterback hits. Those are important to me. Along with the fact that he's got a couple of turnovers here. Here's something else that is very interesting. Look at this right here. He has stayed healthy, and he's played every game that he has had an opportunity to play since he started in the league. That is super important to me for a middle linebacker. He's big, tall. He's getting better with adjusting as far as pass in the passing game. And he's getting really good at hitting people behind the line. He doubled his total from 2018 to 2019. This is a no-brainer. Pick it up. All right. Now, what do these players have in common? Ed Oliver, Matt Milano, Quinn Spain, and Dawson Knox. What do you think these guys have in common? I need you to call in right now, 716-243-5669. What do these guys have in common? Ron Enix said, I'm working on my first cup now. Ramona said, I'm just headed to bed. Yawn. He's got sideline to sideline speed. Yes, he does. But what do these guys have in common? I guarantee you the answer will surprise you. And I didn't come up with this answer, by the way. Okay, so don't be upset with me. I didn't come up with this answer. This answer is an interesting one. Wow. Most overrated Bills players. Whoa. Do you agree? Ed Oliver, right here. This article, as you see, dated very recently. This was an article that was put out. I'm not going to tell you who put it out because I don't want you to get mad at them. But I'm sure you'll be able to find it if you really looked it up. Really looked for it, you can find this article. It says Ed Oliver. Yeah. Ed Oliver, the rookie, struggled with technique aspects of the game. Not only is he limited impact, but he also led to snaps with Jordan Phillips. Obviously, we don't have Jordan Phillips anymore. Oliver's 5 sacks were impressive, but he didn't create any splash plays and at times was barely noticed on the field. Okay. Matt Milano. Yeah, proved that he could play a full season and avoid the trainers table. So what the heck is he on this list for? Oh, right. They claim he has weakness in the run game. The Bills defense still struggles with the run. Obviously, they were 14th in yards per rush last year. Yeah, Milano definitely bears some responsibility in the middle of the row ranking as he still struggles in taking on shedding blocks at the point of attack. And all of his coverage prowess, the linebacker still isn't a complete defender, and the team's defense is suffering for it. Whoa, they are definitely highly upset. Quentin Spain said his game is limited, similar to Milano's. The 330-pound veteran left tackle is more effective against the pass than run. Spain is sluggish when it comes to ask to pull, looks lost at times in space. Pro Football Focus has him at a 45.7 run blocking grade. Ooh, whoa. To be very honest with you, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I actually had the opportunity to look at Quentin Spain last night as I was up to probably about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. There's some truth in that conversation. There is some truth in that conversation. I'm gonna be very, very honest with you. Some truth. Even though Devin Singletary was very successful, there are some running plays with Frank Gore and Quentin Spain was involved that you're like, yeah, what were you doing there, buddy? Um, Obviously on the depth chart, he is the left guard, starting left guard right now. Daryl Williams is behind him. Got Ike Bollinger who's behind him, and then they got Marquell Harlell, who is obviously new. All right. So I know Quentin Spain, you're gonna have to pick it up a little bit. You gotta pick it up because the Bills running game is gonna be super important this year. Super, super important. All right. Good morning, Jay. What's up? Oliver's a beast, said Ron Enix. Ron Enix is definitely letting it be known that he has a disdain for these comments. Yeah. Dawson Knox definitely had some impactful plays during the season. I showed you in the intro. By the way, shout out to the OnPoint Network. Shout out to the OnPoint Network for their lovely intro. Shout out to Ramona Dye for her lovely intro. I love it. I love them both. It showed you that devastating run and catch, right? Showed you that against the Bengals in the intro. Everybody was paying attention. Okay. Let me tell you this. Dawson Knox definitely had a couple drops last year, though. And yes, guys will say he's a rookie, but I'm gonna need Dawson Knox to step it up. I need you to catch those passes, especially against Baltimore, especially against the Browns. Could have used him more against Houston instead of running 50-yard bomb plays to fullbacks, whatever. I won't go there. Yeah, 2019, he only had 388 yards, and a lot of folks think that he's overhyped. I don't think he's overhyped. I think his second year, I think he's going to be a lot better. But there's other people that need to step up at the tight end position for the Bills, like a certain person who decided to restructure his contract because he ain't want to lead the Bills, and Tyler Croft, maybe. You also had Lee Smith and Tommy Sweeney. Yeah. And we ain't gonna talk about Jason Kroom. Shout out to Jason Kroom, by the way, because his roster spot is guaranteed. All right. You guys can call me 716-243-5669. By the way, I'm telling you right now, I want to let y'all know this real quick. I'm going to start a segment starting next week in which it is called the Shout section. The Shout section is where I play the Bills music And for 1 minute on the show, you guys put likes and hearts in the air on Facebook for that whole minute. I just want to see how many likes and hearts go up for Bills Mafia. And then there's a second part to it. If you are Bills Mafia, I need you to send your funniest, creative video to the Bills Mafia song. I need to hear it. I need to know. I want to see it. I want to hear it. All right. So I'm gonna let you know about that, but we're gonna get into it a little bit later. All right. In 2021, the Buffalo Bills salary cap is around 52.8 million projected. What free agents should the Buffalo Bills be looking for in 2021? Interesting enough, I have a plethora, a list for you guys. You can see right here. These are available projected free agents for 2021. Interesting enough, number one is Dak Prescott, who we started off the FireStarter with. Yeah, he ain't coming here. Listen, unless unicorns exist and pigs can fly, and the Jets are actually a really, really good team right now, and the Miami Dolphins are going to win the division. Oh, I'm sorry. Oops, did I say that? Unless that all three of those happen, yeah, he ain't coming here. Sorry, it's just not happening. He ain't coming here. Okay. Ryan said the players should be heading to Buffalo soon. Yep. Knox will clean up his drops. We'll have a great year. Yep. Knox game will be opened up a lot more since the addition, adding Stephon Diggs. Absolutely, it should. It should. Should is the word. All right. Joey Bosa. Interesting. George Kittle. I'm hearing George Kittle is having some issues right now in San Francisco with his contract. Jalen Ramsey and Ronnie Stanley from Baltimore. Chris Jones, Allen Robinson. I don't think we need another receiver. So Robinson, Allen, Galladay, all really good wide receivers. I think those three, at least two of the three, will sign with their team again. So I don't see them coming here. David Bakhtiari, interesting. Green Bay just gives up offensive linemen like candy shops give up Skittles, whatever. Marcus Williams, we don't need no safety. Justin Simmons, nope. Anthony Harris, nope. Kenny Clark, Jerry Hughes is getting older. I don't know, but Kenny Clark is 25. Interesting enough. Could you use Kenny Clark? Joe Turley, guard from New England Patriots. Ron Ennis said, I think we should cut Tyler Murphy, Kroom, and Cross. That is a good assessment, sir. I agree. I could agree with that, but Kroom is not getting cut out of those three. Tyler Croft definitely renegotiated his contract, so I don't see him cutting him. Trent Murphy maybe is probably the only one I see getting cut, to be very honest, or released. All right. Shaquille Bartlett, nope. AJ Green, nope. We already had this conversation about AJ Green. Cameron Hayward, no. On the other side of 30, Pittsburgh, he's probably going to be a Pittsburgh Steelers for life. And I don't think Ramon Adai would like that anyway. Yeah. Patrick Peterson on the other side of 31, no. Because to be honest with you, if Josh Norman doesn't work, I think you cut Josh Norman, to be honest with you, and just go draft the corner. To be very frank about the situation. Yeah, Richard Sherman, no. Justin Houston, no. On the other side of 30, Levon David, no. Trent Williams, no. Definitely not. Not at 33. All right. Yannick Ngakoue, I think the Bills would have pulled the trigger on Yannick Ngakoue if they really wanted to. They had the opportunity this offseason to do it. They didn't, which I don't blame them. Hunter Henry, now let's say Dawson Knox doesn't produce. Do you get a guy like Hunter Henry? I mean, he's 26. He's proven that he can be an impact when he's healthy. When he's healthy. Don't want you to make the mistake, Stephen A. I'm sorry. I don't want you to make the mistake of thinking that Hunter Henry has been healthy, saying that he played in seasons that he didn't. I don't want you to do that. Shaquille Griffin, at 26, corner. I mean, that could be an interesting pickup if Josh Norman doesn't work and Levi Wallace, you want him to be the nickel still. I don't know. You let those two battle it out, maybe. Maybe it might be a good pickup. Bud Dupree is not coming to Buffalo. Pittsburgh's going to re-sign him, so I don't see that. Dalvin Cook, re-sign. He ain't coming here. We got Devin Singletary anyway, who I think we should use more often, even though a lot of people think that Devin Singletary is not a 3-down back for some reason. Yeah. No. Derrick Henry, we've flirted with this conversation a plethora of times in past. Derrick Henry's no, he ain't gonna come here. Alvin Kamara, interesting. Interesting. New Orleans could say, you know what, maybe we can use a different type of back. No, I'm sorry. I'm at this point, I don't want to be on a fishing expedition. So no. Aaron Jones, no. Aaron Jones wants to be a Packer for life, so that ain't gonna happen. Juju, no. Juju will probably get re-signed by Pittsburgh. T.Y. Hilton. Now, T.Y. Hilton's probably one of the only folks that I would flirt with on this wide receiver free agency projected chart. Being 31, I mean, he can produce when he's healthy. No. I think the Buffalo Bills would be better off just keeping who they have. Diggs, Brown, Cole Beasley, let them get some chemistry, and they should be all right. Josh Allen will step it up this year, folks. Okay, all right. Melvin Ingram on the other side of 30. Nah, I don't think Buffalo's paying a whole bunch of money for Melvin Ingram at 32. Dion Dawkins, we talked about earlier in the show. I think Buffalo pays him the money. I think Dion Dawkins gets the bag. All right. Again, 716-243-5669. You can call me. My call line is always open. Right now, it's open too. You can call me. Let me get your thoughts on what's going on, what we're talking about here. All right. Joe Mixon, no. Joe Mixon, I think, will get re-signed by Cincinnati. Cincinnati already is fishing for pieces. I don't think you need to be giving up any more pieces on that team. So, no. All right. Cooper Kupp, no. 28. I think the Rams know that they need him. Jared Goff definitely needs him, especially in the passing game, obviously, in which I'm not speaking on Jared Goff today. I'm just not going to because it's a Bills show. And I'm not going to speak on too many other teams and their quarterbacks and their deficiencies. All right. Demario Davis, interesting. Leonard Williams, interesting. Alejandro Villanueva. No, I don't think we're going to get him either. Quentin Dunbar, no. Kenyon Drake, no. I think Arizona likes Kenyon Drake. Buda Baker, I think he'll stay where he's at. Ryan Kelly, the center. Now, that could be interesting. Speaking of Ryan Kelly. Mitch Morris did a pretty decent job staying healthy last season. Didn't have too many issues with Mitch Morris last year. I don't know. For the money, do you go get it right? No. Mitch Morris. I like Mitch Morris. Mitch Morris can stay. I think he should stay. All right, Will Fuller. No. And we don't need no Dallas corners. Okay. No Dallas corners whatsoever. All right. So, I mean, that's to sum up the available free agents for next year. Who do you think Buffalo should get? Put it in the comment section, or you can call me 716-243-5669. Let me know what's up. Again, we're going to move on. All right. Wow. How did we get here? We got all the way here quick. That was quite quick. All right. Quite quick how we got here. Take you down history lane real quick. Top 10 Bills running backs. I'll read them off to you. You tell me if you agree or not. O.J. Simpson, Thurman Thomas, Cookie Gilchrist, Fred Jackson, Joe Cribbs, Travis Henry, Wade Carlton, Willis McGahee, Marshawn Lynch, LaShawn McCoy. You guys can let me know if you agree with that list. Listen, when I looked at this list last night, I was like, I'm going to shuffle a few things. O.J. Simpson should be number one. I don't care what nobody's personal feelings is about him. O.J. Simpson is number one to me. Number two, obviously, is Thurman Thomas. Cookie Gilchrist was a 60s legend for the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, he played in the CFL. He was a big star there. When he finally came to the Buffalo Bills as an AFL star, he put up some numbers. 31 touchdowns, obviously 3,056 yards in his career with the Bills. But do I have him at number 3? No. I actually have another person on this list that should be number 3. And I also think that sooner or later, like the biscuit, they should put his name on the Wall of Fame. How about Fred Jackson? Fred Jackson not only was like the heart and soul of the Buffalo Bills, but he definitely produced. I got the opportunity before I started covering the Buffalo Bills to be able to watch this guy on multiple occasions. And Fred Jackson is a phenomenal person inside and out, from what I know. All right. Plus, he put up numbers. 30 touchdowns, almost 6,000 yards rushing. He also caught passes out of the backfield, 322 for almost 3,000 yards and 7 touchdowns. Obviously, we remember August 8th, 2015, when the Buffalo Bills released Fred Jackson. I am one who agrees with this when it says he should have retired the Buffalo Bill. Definitely should have retired the Buffalo Bill. I'm in agreement with that. Joe Cribbs is number 5. Joe Cribbs was nice. Obviously, you know what he did. It's up here. 1,185 yards, 11 touchdowns in his rookie season. Ran for over 1,000 yards in his first 3 seasons. All right. Here's the only thing about this list. You automatically get moved down if you don't want to play for the Bills. Automatically. If you're a player who did not want to play for the Bills, you automatically get moved down. So automatically, Joe Cribbs goes down to the bottom of the list until I find somebody else who didn't want to play for the Bills, like Willis McGahee, maybe. Yeah. You could shoot him right down to the bottom of the list, too. All right. So Joe Cribbs and Willis McGahee, see you later. Wade Carlton, interesting enough, scored 29 touchdowns, ran for 3,386 yards, 68 yards. Didn't have to be flashy. One of those bruiser backs. Devon Sanfield said they all suck. They do not. And if you think that the list should be different, you can call me 716-243-5669. Shout out to the OnPoint Network. Shout out to the Rise Up Family Sports Network. All right. Shout out to you guys. And shout out to Bills Mafia for definitely tuning in early this morning, super early, for the show. Next week will be a banger. Believe that. Next week will be another banger. But again, getting back to the list. Yeah, Travis Henry. I think Travis Henry should be number 5, actually. Uh, sad enough that they put out his personal on here. Yeah, convicted cocaine dealer, had 12 kids. At one time, had support payments of $170,000 a year. I don't see how in the world that has anything to do with his football acumen, but whatever. We in a day and age where people love to smear folks before they get to the actual point, the real point, the point that matters the most, and we're talking football. Devon said, yes, they do, except Willis. Willis didn't want to play for Buffalo because of the coach, not the team. Okay. Interesting enough. Yeah. We know Willis McGahee didn't want to play for the team, obviously. We know that him and the coach had a whole lot of issues. But at the same token, didn't he badmouth the city? Didn't he badmouth the team when he was here? I don't know. You remember that? I remember they traded him to Baltimore for a 3rd and 7th, and then a 3rd in 2008 too. All right. Moving right along, I think Travis Henry is 5. I think Marshawn Lynch is actually 6. You can keep Wade Carlton right where he's at 7. LaShawn McCoy played 2 seasons, but we know that he probably would have been even more successful had he had a better offensive line in 2017. Yeah. I'm gonna move him to 8. And by the way, Joe Cribbs and Willis McGahee can be at 9 and 10. How about that? All right. If you don't agree with the list, again, call me 716-243-5669. Put it in the comment section. I see a lot of comments going on right now. Love it. Marshawn, what's up? Shout out to you. Shout out to Mr. Harrison. What's up? What's up, Mr. Darren? All right. Give you a little recap from beginning to end. We got about 15 minutes left. So I'm going to give you a little quick recap of what we talked about. We talked about the Buffalo Bills and the salary cap that they are going to have in 2021, obviously, as you see right here. It's around $52.8 million. What free agents should the Bills get and or be looking for in 2021? All right, we went through the list. I don't think there's many on that list, by the way, but I'll show you the list again if you didn't see it. There it is. First and foremost, Dakota Prescott is not coming here unless pigs fly. Unless pigs fly. There's a such thing as unicorns. I mean, the real unicorn. And the New York Jets are a really, really, really good team right now. And the Miami Dolphins are going to win the division. Oh, I'm sorry. Again, the Miami Dolphins are going to win the division. Unless all 4 of those things happen, Dakota Prescott ain't coming here. Okay. This was the other end of our free agents, which, again, you get to see if you just tuning in. This was the list. Yeah. The list is quite interesting. I just don't think that they're coming here at all. A lot of them. All right. Again, you guys can call me 716-243-5669. We talked about overrated players. Wow. I could not believe that somebody came out with an interesting article saying that these guys are overrated on this team. Whoa. Yeah. as you saw it. Ed Oliver, Matt Milano, Quentin Spain, Dawson Knox. You see it here. Do you agree that they're overrated? For those who just tuned in, joining in, do you agree that they're overrated? I think Ed Oliver can be better in year two. I mean, to me, he filled his gap assignments pretty well. He didn't get sacks until the end of the season. Okay, but he got 5 of them. All right. Hopefully he can double that. All right. Matt Milano. Yeah, he got to work on his run stopping ability. I agree with that. But I think Matt Milano is better than what people are giving him, especially when on the Bills sites they have him coined as a cornerstone piece. Okay. Quentin Spain, yeah, he definitely got to work and run block. I watched the video last night, and it was damning to say the least. And Dawson Knox got to stop dropping the football, even though he is an impactful player. And if you watch the beginning of the intro, I showed you that impactful play he had against Cincinnati. But he got to stop dropping the balls. Pause. You got to stop dropping the opportunities that are given to him. How about that? Sound better. All right. We also dug into, should the Bills pick up Tremaine Edmunds, 5th-year option? I think it's a no-brainer. I showed you before. I showed you the stats. These are the stats, folks, for 2 years. And I told you a couple things stand out to me here. The fact that he's healthy, the fact that he can get some turnovers, the tackling machine that he is, and the fact that you see him doubling. I mean, he doubled from year 1 to 2 as far as TFLs because he stopped looking at the backfield, stopped watching the running back, and he watched the offensive line a lot better as a middle linebacker last year. Definitely did. Devon said he badmouthed the organization for the lack of order and desire to win. Sounds like coaching to me in the city. That's some ish he has to deal with Tonawanda, where his dumb self decided to live. He also said Ed has a problem adjusting, but turned it on when it counted, especially against winning teams. He played excellent, so that's stupid. Yeah, again, I didn't agree with the Ed Oliver assessment. Quentin Spain, though, yeah. A little bit Matt Milano, yeah. A little bit Dawson Knox, yeah. But I don't think they're overrated. Willem Bombard, what's up? What's good? Shout out to Jacob Minifield, by the way. Shout out to Brad Wickline, by the way, for tuning in as well. I know it's super early. You haven't had your coffee yet. You probably ain't even brushed your teeth. Some of y'all. I don't know. I'm assuming. You probably haven't had your pancakes, your sausage, your eggs, and all that good stuff either. I haven't, I know that. But what I do have is a nice glass of orange juice that I haven't even sipped during the show, which is very interesting. We also talked about, should the Bills extend Dion Dawkins' contract after this year? I explained a few things about it. Dion Dawkins is probably going to want, and I'm telling you right now, I looked at some stuff yesterday, projected to be around the $14 to $15 million mark. I gave y'all some premise as far as the other offensive tackles contracts have been. And I'm telling you right now that Dion Dawkins is projected to have a contract somewhere 3 years, $44 million, which is what I'm reading right now. I'm actually reading this right now. Taylor Lewan had a 5-year, $80 million contract. I told y'all earlier. With that, the contract Jake Matthews got was 5 years, $72.5 million. That's 14.5. Donovan Smith, 3 years, $41 million. 27 guaranteed. Yeah. DJ Humphries, 3 years, 43.75. Yeah. The Bills got some organizational moves to make. Still got to sign Trey White and others. Do you extend Dion Dawkins? I think Dion Dawkins deserves it. For those who just tuned in, I told you earlier, Dion Dawkins is only given up 13 sacks in 3 years. And I think he's only had like 6 or 7 penalties, which is like 20 negative plays for like 3 year span. So 3 year span, 48 games, not including playoffs. If you include the playoffs, it would be 50. So 50 games, 20 negative plays. Pay the man. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Pay the man, because Buffalo is too. I think they made a bad mistake earlier in their history, giving up Jason Peters. Be honest, just keeping it real. I think they have, and I know it's not the culture now, but the past cultures have been too quick to give up offensive linemen, i.e., other players too, and they end up being really, really good, and then we end up suffering or looking silly behind it. So sign Snowman, by the way. Sign him. Shout out to Dion Dawkins, by the way. Sign the guy. I think you sign him. Even though there is talk too that the 2021 NFL draft is supposed to have a plethora of offensive tackles. In fact, I think in the 2021 draft, you might see 3 offensive linemen go off the board first, 1, 2, and 3 next year. The first 3 may be offensive linemen. So we talked about that as well, just to start the show. Oh, and of course, the FireStarter, in which I think this woke some folks up, by the way. I'll read it one more time for you guys who just tuned it in. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. So the Bills have a shot at getting Prescott. Really? If the Cowboys believe in Josh Allen, yeah, the team could toss in Allen along with some draft picks. The Cowboys would have a young starting quarterback they can move forward with on a cap-friendly budget. With future picks, they can also get additional assets. While Allen is rumored to be the future in Buffalo, a chance to get Prescott would be a significant upgrade. The Bills could land a certain future quarterback while giving up a young enigmatic signal caller. Whatever. Because I think Josh Allen's going to be better this year. Okay, get a guy a break. Shout out to J.A. by the way. All right, I think he'll be better. I think with the addition of Stephon Diggs, he could throw for about 3,800 yards this year, at minimum, like 36. At minimum, 38 in the middle tier. Maximum 42. Okay, that's where I think Josh Allen could go. So that was the FireStarter this morning. All right, interesting enough. I want to shout out everybody who tuned in. I know it is super early, but of course, I appreciate you all because you all, woke up and spent your time with me. Shout out to the OnPoint Network. Shout out to obviously Rise Up Family. Shout out to Bills Mafia. And I got a special guest before the show ended, which is really good. I'm excited about. Special person. He is a 716 native, obviously. He is Rise Up Family's professional. He is a phenomenal guy, and I'm telling you right now, second to none, outstanding person. Who gives me a whole lot of flack sometimes, but yeah, always. But
we're probably the only 2 people in Rise Up that are not Buffalo Bills. That are not Buffalo Bills fans, but are avid Buffalo Bills supporters.
Yes.
So
absolutely. Shout out to the professional Devon Stanfield.
Hey man, what's going on, everybody, man? What's up to the Rise Up family, man? Shout out to y'all, man. It's early as hell. I haven't had my coffee either, man, but I appreciate the invitation from my guy, Andre the Torch Robinson, also my co-host over at TLDT, man. I love you to death. But
you got it,
man. I had to jump on right before the show ended. I know you about to cut it off in about 2 minutes.
So, oh no! But listen. I need your take. 2 minutes. Give me a 2 minute rundown. Hold on, watch this. We're gonna play a little game with Devon. 2 minute rundown because I know you came in a little late, but let's get a 2 minute rundown. So should they extend Dion Dawkins? Yes or no?
They should extend Dion Dawkins as long as it's not more than 2 years. Absolutely.
Ooh, how much money?
That's a variable. That's a variable equation. I wouldn't be against giving him between 8 and 10 a year.
Ooh, 8 and 10? Wow. Yeah. You letting him go out the door. All right. He said 8 and 10. We ain't got too much time.
I wouldn't be against giving him 8 and 10 a year. If you're talking about that 14 to 16 number because of the salary cap, I think that's going to come down because of the whole COVID thing. So,
interesting.
Even if you talk about 12, a year with 9 guaranteed, I'm still on board for that. For that.
Okay. How about Tremaine Edmunds, 5th-year option? Do you pick it up?
Hell yeah. Is that a dumb question? I would. Real talk. I would be trying to extend Tremaine. Like, not only is he a baller, he actually wants to be in the city.
Yeah. Agreed.
I would be trying to extend Tremaine. I would be trying to make Tremaine the new Cornelius Bennett. I'd be trying to make sure he retired here. Real talk.
Agreed. All right. So overrated players. They had Ed Oliver on here, Quentin Spain, Matt Milano, Dawson Knox. You agree? Oh boy.
Dawson Knox is a little overrated. I'll give him that. Quentin Spain, it needs to develop a little bit more. Dawson Knox is a little overrated, but I'm gonna leave that where it is. Dawson Knox is a little overrated. You know how I feel about Ed Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the Matt Milano joint.
His run ability, his defense against the run is a little suspect. I ain't gonna lie.
Is that a scheme issue?
Maybe it could be.
Okay,
it could be.
Is that a? Because I don't consider him overrated. I consider him out of place.
Ooh. And speaking about out of place, we are out of time. Darn it! Oh, we are so out of time. But guess what? Next week, get ready. I want y'all to get ready for the shout section.
Let's get this fire started.
Send me your video. Send me your video.
We'll bring it to life, highlighting all the action. Opinions could explode like a chemical reaction. If we started from the bottom, now rise up the newest caption. Man, it's known that every team and every person got a nemesis. But this